Fall.
Our next case is a baffling mystery. Two men were seen by this surveillance video camera right here walking into this building in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now, as far as we know, only one man ever walked out. This man simply vanished. So we turned to former Miami Beach detective Joe Matthews, who made a career out of solving tough cases and mysteries just like this one.
Look closely. This may be the last time we see this man. Only hours after surveillance tape captures Mark Jackson and a friend entering his condo, the 35-year-old executive vanishes.
Just every part of his life was going really well. He just seemed very happy these past few months. And it's just out of his character greatly.
That's why Mark's case is in the hands of the Fort Lauderdale Homicide Squad, because his disappearance appears suspicious.
Since this started, we haven't had a viable lead yet.
Detective John Curcio brings me up to speed on his investigation.
We realized he had a friend in town from North Carolina, and that he and that friend had gone out to a club on Saturday night.
Mark's friend is the other man in this video. He asked police not to reveal his identity, in part because he is also Mark's new lover.
For them coming in around 4:15, they go into the lobby. No problems that we can see between the two of them. They go up the elevator. Unfortunately, about an hour after this video is made, the tape runs out.
While Mark's lover sleeps, Mark, for reasons unknown, leaves his penthouse apartment and never returns.
The next morning, he realizes Mark's missing from the apartment.
That's Sunday morning, right?
Right.
Mark's lover leaves a note, and then he leaves the condo and drives home to North Carolina.
Okay, here's the note. That's the note that he left on the bed. How Mark got out of the building is obviously the biggest mystery.
When Mark, the reliable marketing executive, fails to show up for work the next day, he's reported missing. Something happened, and it might have happened within the building, and I think that's what I'm going to focus my attention on.
You always worry that it's going to be the worst case scenario.
Bruce Tanner, manager of the Drake Towers, was the first to enter Mark's apartment. Is everything as it was, the way it looks now?
I would say, for the most part, yes. I mean, there was a little plate on the kitchen counter. Mark's cell phone was right here.
Besides leaving his keys, cell phone, and passkey to the building, Mark also left his new car parked out back. You said there was a plate. Tell me about the plate.
I happened to observe a large white dinner plate sitting on the counter that I know they did do some testing of that, the powder that was found there.
Bruce tells me it was crystal meth, a highly addictive form of speed that's ripping through the gay community at an alarming rate.
It will take rational people and turn them into folks who will make choices they might never otherwise make. Turns your sex valve up to about 100 on the 100 scale.
I searched Mark's condo, not really sure what I was looking for or what I'd find. There's a little bag that we found, and I would assume it's crystal meth based on that's his choice of drugs. It was maybe a little bit more than social use. Crystal is a party drug, and Mark and his lover had gone dancing. I dropped by the club hoping someone saw something that night, never expecting to find anyone who actually talked to Mark.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Introduced me to the friend he was with. We were on the dance floor. They seemed very normal, affectionate toward each other.
But Gary Santos, the manager who hadn't seen Mark in months, thought he seemed sad.
He goes, "Yeah, how are you? It's great to be back. I've been married," which means, you know, settled down, not going out kind of a thing. I think he might have said, "But we broke up." And I'm thinking that just recently happened, or it just had happened.
Mark left the club depressed. He got back to his apartment, and I think there was a conflict between him and his boyfriend. Before I approached Mark's boyfriend, I wanted to get a better sense of Mark. I was told Eddie Newkirk knew him best.
He always wanted, that perfect person to spend the rest of his life with. And I think he was constantly searching for that.
Mark thought that he had finally found that special person on Memorial Day weekend.
He said, I met the person, I met the one. I really think, this guy could be it.
Mark's new lover visited that last weekend in June. He has since told Eddie what happened when he and Mark arrived home.
Mark asked him point blank, he said, where do you see us, in a few months? Is this going anywhere? And he just told him that, let's take it very slow and see where our friendship goes before we talk about that. So I think Mark may have been a little bit rejected that night.
How would he have responded?
He probably went looking for companionship or, a quick fix.
I found it hard to believe at 5 a.m. Mark could find someone to hook up with. So Eddie showed me how. A website where hundreds of men are online looking for the same thing.
Here's one stating he's an in-shape man for hot, no-strings fun.
There would be a dangerous interaction between two, for...
Yeah, it could be very dangerous.
Later, when I got Mark's lover on the phone, he said he had told Mark because of his drug use, he didn't see a future with him. I liked Eddie's theory, but could Mark have gone to visit someone in the building? He knew he had a friend that lived directly below him. You only have to walk one flight down. So what I want to do is see if he's willing to talk to me. Chuck, how you doing, buddy? I'm Joe Matthews with America's Most Wanted. You'd come down here and you'd party.
Never.
You never had an affair with Mark at all? Or a relationship or an encounter, whatever you want to call it?
With Mark Jackson?
Yeah.
Never.
Never ever?
No. The opportunity was there a few times, and it was not seized.
Turns out, Chuck wasn't even in the building that weekend. Someone inside that building knows exactly what happened to Mark. We just have to find that one person. If you've seen Mark Jackson or know anything about his disappearance on Sunday, June 27th, please give us a call right now at 1-800-CRIME-TV.